It's just plain old going to work much better. Because then we split left and right instantly. So people are going to use more lanes, for one. And it's bisecting the traffic. If you can keep having the traffic, then it's a lot better. Then you're not putting everything through one intersection. But it's sad. Actually, you know what would make this look a lot less stupid? And I mean, the traffic will flow a little slower because it doesn't run as quickly on the 3-lane roads as it does on the highways. But if we just move the merger back here, it will look even less crappy. Although, again, continue to be a little bit uninteresting. It is funny that it's got the lane here for the UE. But sure, why not? This has got a traffic light, which is fine and reasonable. I mean, there's not that many buildings over here, but industry generates so much traffic. There you go. So that's going to be fine. And you got to say, the spaghetti here, like this one road looks like it would actually not meet any sort of traffic code whatsoever. This little bit over here. But other than that, the spaghetti here is not actually the worst thing. Well, all the merges between the off-ramps, on-ramps. Drisna, you can always send me your challenge if you want, but you'll probably be better off if you just tweet it or email it at me than trying to put it in the chat. Also, I don't get, and I don't want to be picking on anyone here. I always find it a little silly when people ask if they can ask a question or ask if they can present something. Like, just do it. Like, everyone who starts a thing and says, "Can I ask you a question?" I'm like, ugh. If I were better at impressions, I would do that, like, that Kif voice, you know, that, however he does it properly. It would be the perfect example of that. Like, just go for it. See, everything's flowing fine now. We don't have sky roundabout, but everything's fine now. So disappointing. At least this one, I still think this one looks kind of cool. And flows relatively quickly. There's a lot of traffic coming in here. There's a ton of traffic flowing through here. And it's fine. And then we still have, like, super low capacity roundabout over here. It really can't handle a whole lot of things. Oh, they are using the left lane from time to time. No, they weren't for a long time, but yeah, some do from time to time. So that's good. This cannot handle much of a load, but it doesn't have to because there's very little going on over here. We still have these occasional ships. As far as I know, have we ever had one arrive? I don't remember. Maybe we did. We missed you, Sky Roundabout. Rest in pepperoni, Sky Roundabout. Yeah, this is handling a lot of traffic and doing well. Here, there's this. It feels like there's we're slow down. Oh, I think there's just because it gets crowded. Oh, right here. This actually might be a great use case for actual highway bit. I mean, mostly it's this that's slowing things down. Which I'd always expected. I remember talking about this, like I was worried that this was going to be too much stuff coming in here, then they've got a couple intersections. It's probably fine, though. Although this might make better use because it can hit both lanes a lot faster. Nice merging, bro. Real nice job there. It's really impressive. Plenty of people at the bus stop. And it still has to be a controlled intersection. Like, there's nothing we can do about that. We could not have a bus lane here, and then maybe we'd be able to flow a lot more traffic through, but no, I want to keep the buses going. Car trip saved 81%. Like, that's one of the reasons that the traffic's not being literally the worst, is because we actually have a decent amount of bus service. Now, if we did want to cut back dramatically on the traffic at this point, and with 2 minutes left, let's drop some metros in here, real quick. We're going to officially end this by dropping some metros. So obviously, if the metros are on this main bus line, that would be particularly ideal, because then they can get anywhere. So let me drop you, you know, near the intersection, because then you can cross the street a little easier. So bus stop, bus stop. And I suppose by the blimp stand, although that might encourage the wrong sort of thing. Let's just drop you there. And then somewhere over here, near the bus routes, near the blimps. Actually, I'll put on you on the other side, so the blimp people can share the same thing. Industrial zone. Here. And here. You don't need to make turnaround loops or anything weird like that. I don't think so. Oh, we don't have one in this industrial park. Tell you what, I'm gonna make a loop just in case. Oh, the tunnel. Tunnel's getting in each other's way. Alright, I don't know if we'll do looping paths or not. Well, I mean, sure, why don't we just have a loop that goes clockwise and counterclockwise? So that's one, and then we're going to start a new line. Goes there. Did I actually add it there? Yes. And there we go. So let's let that run for a little bit. Where's the actual state? Oh, there it is. Passenger service last week, 1. Well, again, people have to they have to figure out their new route. Oh, there we go. They're going right from the bus into the metro stop. And it is ridiculously cheap. Have we free public transport? Bam. How much money were we making from public transport? $2,300 a week we were making from public transit, which is nothing. Whereas the economy we gain from having people just really use the transit a lot. Subway. Free public transport. Like the ultimate little socialist city here. So we're just going to let it run for a few days. Let people actually start using the metros. And then I want to just check like different route utilizations. This is going to help our buses as well. We'll see if our bus usage goes above 2,000. Especially with the free public transit. Now, does that only update once a week? Oh, there we go. More people using it. No trams or monorails. Not yet. I mean, I feel like we're going to have to at some point monorail it up. It's not going to be today. We don't have monstrously high taxes. We did put them up to 11%. Recolor one of the metro lines. Yeah, it's a good idea, just because it'll go in the opposite direction. So, red and green. I don't know which goes in which direction. Doesn't matter. There we go. More passengers. How do we get the stats on the line itself? There we go. I want to be able to see the screen. Okay, just do this. Car trip saved, 58%, 55%. It's got to go up over time. One thing to check might be... How do we see the vehicles? Oh, over here. You have 109 people on your thing? Oh, there we go. So they can carry 180 passengers each. If they start to really fill up a lot... And we got one that's already full. I guess that's the one we're following now, actually. If they start to overfill... Okay, so the red one is the counterclockwise. Counterclockwise. We can just throw more vehicles on there. Whee! I know that subways don't go chugga 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 chugga, but let's pretend. Woo! Moves around a lot. So yeah, so far we're not over capacity. And the green line. So this is the metro clockwise. You know, relatively full one, but not over capacity. 343 per week, 400 per week. We're now over 2,000 for the buses. Yeah, I'm pretty sure more people use the buses now that it's a lot easier to get from point A to point B. Blimp lines. 92% saved. The problem with the blimps is there's a million people always waiting for the blimps and just not enough capacity. Oh, 0 passengers on that one. 1 passenger on that one. Okay, so 11. This the full one? 1. That's weird. It'll be interesting to see if people start to prefer the metro, and maybe the blimps won't be as insanely utilized. I'll still use them because I love seeing the blimps in the sky. Did the advertisement actually change when we put in educational? It looks the same to me. I love the blimp traffic jam, though. It's fantastic. So yeah, that's fine. How are we doing over here? Everything's flowing exceptionally well. Really nice to see. I just realized there might have been a bit of an extra backlog because of all the people moving in. I love all the green spaces over here. This is feeling good. Not that many houses here yet. Hopefully you're still working on leveling up. Educate more citizens. Well, I mean, you've got some schools right next to you, so you should be okay. We'll just have to give you some time. Become educated. Traffic here is 100% fine, even though there's no sky roundabout. I should have just left the roundabout there with just, like, the 2 entrances. Like, you know, there was no reason not to just have it be a straight line, but just left the sky roundabout. Just because. Just for spite. So this is not too late to put it back. Oh, you don't actually need uranium deliveries. I don't think you do. Because it would say has enough uranium for X number of weeks. Like shite. Doesn't seem to be overfilling, which is nice. Oh, there we go. Ferry coming in. 33 passengers. Okay, so things are working. Got these little shallows over here. As the water gets like just slurped up. We'll put a little taxi stand over here. That's something we haven't done. So we need a taxi depot somewhere. So I'll just put it here. And then right outside this metro station here. There we go. Just to help things out. You have cargo ships? I don't have a cargo harbor set up. I think the idea will probably be to buy tiles up to here and then put up a cargo harbor here that connects up to our rail. Like, we'll do the multi-station. We don't have the extra... Yeah, we can't purchase an extra tile yet. But yeah, put in the station that's the cargo hub? Oh, we got crime. Oh, garbage. The cargo hub over here. And have the rail come in and just really do a lot of infrastructure. And then build up another industrial area back here. Yeah, not enough places to sell their stuff. We actually do have demand for commercial zones, but... Some garbage concerns. Quite a few, actually. Oh, we don't even have enough actual incinerator capacity. Plus, this means we need more trucks. Ooh, they are getting some noise, which isn't great, but let's do that. It'll spam up a bunch of trucks. I mean, from one area, so they might have to drive further, but more trucks on the road is more better, and we actually just apparently need more capacity in general, so... There you go. And some more over there. Send out the trucks. Go, go! I guess we have so much money we could throw in recycling over here. It's quite pricey. Slightly reduced tax income, but you get a little bit less garbage. And then, you know, fewer trucks on the road. Oh, quite a few cars here right now. But it might be another wave of people moving in or something like that. I don't know where they're... Oh, there's a bunch of garbage trucks. That's what was going on. I suppose it might make sense to go ahead and just upgrade this entire loop here. This is a little short segment, so it might still lead to slight awkwardness from time to time. There you go. But yeah, everything's good. Well, I think that's going to wrap up our, this is one of the actually nice-looking cities, Quillsby. I was trying really hard. Like, it's kind of interesting when you split things up like this, and you have a lot of green space and little individual towns. I mean, you're definitely getting some of that sprawl, right? Right, things are getting a little closer together. And I'm trying not to make, like, the different shapes just look like random chaos, but I am trying to add in, like, enough little variety for different things. Yeah, these are leveling up, which is good. It'll be interesting to see if they make it all the way up to, like, the maximum quality level. These low-density homes, and everything will just look, like, rich and happy, which is what I'm hoping for here. Sort of a high-wealth community in the middle of an area. Like, I don't know. I don't know what would develop from here. It's, like, sort of grandfathered in zoning. I mean, obviously it didn't get built up that way, but you might imagine that sort of situation. But apartments all over. Oh, this is a nice angle. Let's get some screenshots in here. Right, that's fairly cool. Like, it looks like a park, but it's actually where people live. This is our park. If instead of homes, this was like low-density commercial, then you've got this cool sort of like park market going on. Especially if we add little paths. Hold on, we really do have to go and play some multiplayer here, but if we went... I did a little bit of that. A little bit, and people can walk over and over here. So there's a bunch of different ways to get in and out of these areas. And yeah, if this were all low-density commercial, maybe I'll consider it. I'll think about it, whether we want to keep the houses or not. I mean, the houses are nice too, but I kind of like the idea of like a market park. You know what I mean? Maybe just throw some plazas down here. Could replace some of these, the parks I put down, the dog park, with the little plazas. That might set the right mood too. Something to consider for next time, whenever that may be. So if you were just here for the single-player portion, hey, I appreciate you stopping by. That's totally fine. Next live stream tomorrow morning, Sunday Morning Heroes Dungeons & Dragons is supposed to be happening. So hopefully that will be the case. That's at 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Otherwise, my next stream is going to be... Well, on Wednesday, we play Civilization. I think on Tuesday, there might be a programming stream. Stay tuned for that. But right now, we're going to go and play some multiplayer with subscribers. So subscribers, I'm going to email you with some passwords. Well, they're not passwords. They're going to be chat rooms for Heroes of the Storm. We're going to get in there. I'm going to get a little drink. We're going to have some fun. We'll play for roughly, well, at this point, about 50 minutes. We'll probably have time for 2 games. And we'll just chill. So hopefully you'll stick around for that because the multiplayer is always a lot of fun. We just get silly. But if you don't, that's fine. If you missed any of it, or you missed the Thursday stream where we started this town, those videos are going to, I think, early tomorrow morning, the first one will go online. think that's the case. So, 5-minute break. Be right back.